walked in?
Yeah, I think it speaks for itself when you walk in. It's a nice venue. Got a couple of bars. It looks like a good time. Fantastic place to hang out and socialize. I've got to try one of the games. It's a lot of fun.
Were you any good?
Was I any good? I don't know what the scores are to compare against, but got to try again with some proper footwear. But yeah, it was a lot of fun at least. And it just looks like a fantastic place to bring family, to bring kids, and even watch a game. It's got a fantastic atmosphere just to watch a game, or if you want to play games and hang out and socialize.
Brandon, obviously, you grew up playing soccer here, you guys player and the whole thing. With the World Cup here, how much of an opportunity is there to grow the game, but also to do things with TOCA Social and that kind of?
Yeah, I think with the game here, it's a fantastic opportunity. You get people who might not go to a game regularly, get out and see it and just see how exciting it can be. And then on TOCA Social's part, if you're here, you get a chance to practice the skills that are on the field, and if you haven't touched a soccer ball before, see just how difficult it is and kind of gain that appreciation for the skills that are shown on the field. So I think it's a fantastic opportunity for the city of Dallas to showcase how great of a sports market it is, as well as TOCA to kind of start growing the game and bringing in new fans.
Regarding the World Cup, what are you most excited for? As obviously some games will be in DFW.
I'm excited to get my butt in the seats. Want to get out there and watch the best players in the world. Yeah, so as a kid, it was always my dream to go and watch a World Cup game, but obviously never happened. And now that it's right here in my backyard, I'm going to do everything in my power to get my butt in the seat.
Do you have any other plans regarding the World Cup? Are you making appearances? Are you going to be
I have
on the pitch, or are you just going to be a fan?
no plans. I have a baby due June 25th, so hopefully you can get out to a game or two, but basically going to be in dad mode and hopefully getting a few breaks to get to some games.
Brandon, obviously, the free agency is coming up here in a week. What's just how things are going in terms of negotiations, and what are your thoughts going into free agency?
Yeah, don't really have much going at the moment. Just sitting around waiting. So obviously the tender is what the Cowboys have talked about, and it's a good problem to have. It's a good amount of money. It's a big pay raise for me from before, but it's not the ideal for any player. So we'll see what happens. Excited to be in this position. It's an opportunity for me just to be in this position. So thankful for that.
Obviously, being a restricted free agent, there's other things with that too. But does your mind even go to any place of not being on the Cowboys in 2026?
I mean, it has to. Just the way it works. When you hit that restricted free agency, if you're not testing the market, then you're not doing what's right for you and your family. So you have to do that if that's what it comes to.
Brandon, you mentioned you got another child due soon in June, and then you turn around and training camp starts. I mean,
Yeah.
the thought of playing for another team and possibly uprooting during that time,
Yeah.
is that kind of hard to reconcile there?
No. My first baby was born during training camp, so I got 3 days, and then I had to go out to Oxnard for a couple of months. The nice part about the NFL season, it's short relative. Like you look at the MLS season or an EPL season in comparison, and it's almost half in length. So, my home will always be home and always come back here, but that's not going to keep me here necessarily.
I was gonna say, is that something that you and Jen have talked about, that if you need
Yeah.
to go play for another team, is that something where
Yep.
you just get up, go do it for a few
Exactly.
months, and then come back here?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly that.
When was the last time you hit a soccer ball before this?
Before this, man, it's been a long time. I try not to do anything that puts me in danger of getting injured. So this obviously translates pretty significantly to the muscles I use kicking soccer balls or footballs. So try to reserve those muscles for that. But I do it occasionally around the house with my son, but nothing serious.
Do you still play rec at all?
No.
You don't do
I know.
Don't want to mess with those?
Yeah, no, those Sunday league tackles look nasty, so I'm gonna avoid those.
I feel like in America, all soccer fans kind of have a unique case of how they got into the sport. What was that for you, and how do you still follow this?
Yeah, I got into soccer because my brother got into it. He's 3 years older than me. I think my mom put him in there so he could make some friends. And then, we had a game room upstairs. We put a little Fisher-Price soccer goal up there, and my brother would just throw me around. And, I got frustrated and whatnot, but him throwing me around toughened me up, and obviously playing with his friends, I was able to kind of figure out what I needed to do to beat somebody bigger than me. So that was my route into it. I just wanted to do what my brother was doing, and it helped me because 3 years older, figuring that out works really well when you're playing your own age.
Sunday league tackles up there.
Exactly.
You talk about your year last year. What is that yard line that you saying to yourself, I don't think I'll want to roll out and try this one?
Yeah, last year was fantastic. It was fun. Didn't end exactly the way you wanted to. Obviously, you want to make all those field goals. But looking back at it, we were perfect inside of 50. Missed one extra point, which was a long extra point after a penalty. So you want to make those 57, 58, 59 yarders that they send you out for every time. But there's a little bit of variance there. So we've got to live with that, move on. And as far as the line, I don't really know. I'm comfortable going out there whenever they want to send me out there. I think it's more of a whatever the coach feels comfortable with on the day. So you don't want to set up the other team to score points. So whatever they feel comfortable sending me out for, I'll go and try it.
Do you think you're the best kicker in the NFL?
Yes, you have to as a professional athlete. It's the confidence that you can go on the field with and tell yourself. It's the mantra, hey, you're the best in the world, you're made for this. It's that sort of thing. And you don't really, as a kicker, get to compete against the other kickers. You're competing against yourself. So there's no point in saying anything other than I'm the best kicker in the world.
Should 60 plus be worth 4 instead of 3?
It's an interesting question. That's over my pay grade. I'd like to see that, but I don't know
Sure
what.
benefit you.
Yes, exactly.
Regarding those contract talks, though, this
Yeah.
is your first time going through it, right?
Yes.
I mean, and you've probably seen your teammates have similar experiences.
Right.
How would you kind of describe what this process is like, especially dealing with the Cowboys, to somebody that has never gone through it in their life?
Yeah, it's a lot of waiting. There's not really much I could say other than that. Hired an agent to deal with it, so I try and stay not involved with it. But yeah, it's blown up all over the media at times. It is what it is. I think not as much as you would imagine. We know what's actually going on, and just when the phone blows up, you just kind of turn it off and move on. You got to remind yourself that the people who are important in the discussions know exactly what's going on, and there's a lot of posturing from both sides that you just ignore.
How has fatherhood kind of helped you take your mind off some of this?
Yeah, it's a great distraction. There's not a lot of time to be surfing the internet, checking your phone. If you check your phone for too long, he's at the stage where if he stands up and I'm not paying attention, he's gone in about a second. So yeah, all eyes on him for the most part of the day. Yes.
In your mind, is the success of the women's game and its popularity in this country? How important is that to the success of a venture like this?
Yeah, the women's team has been fantastic for as long as I've been alive, and always kind of carrying the sport, I think, for fans in the U.S., because you want to watch your team win, and they've been on top for a long time. So they've done a great job. They inspire the younger kids, boys and girls alike, to want to play soccer so they can reach that spot as well. So I think they've done a fantastic job winning and inspiring the kids to want to play soccer.
Did you get any advice from teammates about dealing with all this in the offseason?
No, I think each case is a little bit unique.
How did you get that driver backwards?
Yeah, so apparently the punter and kicker for the Pro Bowl with Dicker and what's his name? Blanking on it. But they're both left-handed, so they were using left-handed clubs, and when I walked up, the guy running the show handed me a left-handed club and said swing away, and I didn't really check it. I was so worried about my setup because I don't golf all that often. I got a lesson on driving before, so I was really worried about my setup, and it's like, this doesn't look right, doesn't feel right, but it's a rental, so it must be just a weird club. Swung it, and that's why.
What do you think about some of the Cowboys changes in the coaching staff? What they're planning to do?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to meet them yet, but obviously they're first-time defensive coordinator, coming over from a fantastic defense the past couple of years in the Eagles. He's done a fantastic job there, so I'm excited. Anytime you have unknown, because that's kind of what it is, but you're optimistic because he's had success in other roles. So I think Shadi has showed the way forward and kind of opened up the minds of ownership and bringing coaches like that. So I'm excited. It's, I think, an exciting coaching staff, unproven and very hungry, ready to go. But I think there's a lot of upside.
Brandon, your off season, are you mirroring what you would normally be doing, and when do you kind of ramp it up?
Yeah, same every year, no reason to change it up. I stay in shape as much as possible, take kicking off until March, so we're right about the right time to start it up. Don't know if the weather will cooperate this week, but we're going to get back kicking. I would like to tomorrow, but hopefully the rain holds off.
You mentioned all situations are unique. I feel like for special teams, it's even more unique. There's almost a fraternity.
Yes.
Kickers, punters, long snappers. Have you been able to confide in any other kickers in the league of how this typically goes with contracts?
Yeah, I haven't really talked too much to other kickers. Even in the kicker market, I think it's a little unique here. I don't think kickers usually get tendered all that often, and that's kind of where the thing is headed. So I usually stick to my own, and I talk to the agent because he's been through a bunch of negotiations, and Todd has helped me kind of set my expectations of what's supposed to happen, and he's been spot on for the most part.
What led you to hire Todd?
Yeah, I hired Todd because he's a world-class agent. He's done a fantastic job for all of his clients. After my first year here, he came after me, and he made his pitch and was ready to go.